Hey guys, I want to tell you a story. So it all started when I started to play Minecraft. So it seemed like an ordinary day where I was going to create a survival world. Well, clearly, survival worlds aren't all an average thing sometimes to me, but I just wanted to see if I could find some new features. So, I decided to make a lucky world. So clearly, I decided to check what's going on. Everything's default, no cheats, nothing. And because of this, I just decided to start a new world. There was no considering what would happen next when it was loading, though. So the world loaded. Everything was actually normal. There was a swamp, there was a roof forest, a miniature plains biome I was on, and some birch trees in the distance. So obviously, like what you usually do first in a Minecraft world, I looked for trees. So I started punching an oak tree in the dark oak forest. You know, the normal. So after that, I crafted some wood planks to eventually go find a good spot to build a house. So I thought, maybe somewhere on the other side of the swamp forest would be a good idea. So I built a crafting table, some sticks, so I proceeded to go through the swamp. There were caves in the swamp. The caves would eventually help me later, but I never knew in what way. Especially this one. So I started to mine some cobblestone so I can get a stone pickaxe. So then I proceeded to craft the stone pickaxe. So I grab the crafting table and I move on. So as I got to the other side of the swamp biome, I found some mountains. There was some flat land on the bottom of the mountain, and I thought maybe I could build a shelter there. So I proceeded to go to the area and grab some trees in the process. Like this one. I crafted some more wood, so I can then start building a shelter. So I go down, get up, proceed to go build the place. I place them down. And I start setting up shop. So it seemed simple at first, obviously. And then once I started finishing things up, I crafted a bed. And then I grabbed some wood so I could then build doors. Obviously you don't want monsters creeping in during the night. It's common in Minecraft knowledge. Then I needed a furnace. So I decided to get some stone while the sun set. I built a furnace, and I placed it. So it was getting dark out, obviously. So I proceeded to go to sleep. Whoops. Did I go to sleep too early? I can't sleep. So I go out and wait a little bit longer. So as the stars started to shine in the night sky, I thought maybe now this is the time to go back to sleep. So I go to sleep. Seemed normal at first. But then my game crashed. And I woke up to this. Are you ready? I respawn, and the entire forest has been shaved. No leaves whatsoever. The entire swamp is gone. Well, except for the wood. Very confusing indeed. So I wondered what was going on. So I rushed through the now dead forest in order to figure out what went on. So as I got back to my shelter, it looked as if an explosion caused such a powerful lag that my entire game crashed, although I thought explosions don't do it at that size. It was really confusing, honestly. So then I look around and gather some wood. So I craft some more resources so I can... Wait, what am I... What the... My items were here the whole time. I don't need to craft items. But as I was exploring around the mountains, I found a sand pyramid. Things got really sketchy. At this point, I concluded that perhaps Herobrine's in my world. But Herobrine doesn't exist. Maybe he does. So then I started to explore and gain resources. So I jumped into a lake and started to, well, cut trees. Then I found this message that said leave from Herobrine. Herobrine truly had gotten onto my world. So I proceeded to build a sword so I can eventually fend myself off. Thus I was protected pretty much. Then the unexpected happened. The game started lagging, and I didn't know why. So, as I tried to fight my way through the lag, crazier things even happened as well. The game crashed again. So I had to load the thing up again for the second time, and I was greeted by this. A burning forest. And most of all, I noticed that there is this totem. What appeared to be a signature of Herobrine's existence. Herobrine seemed to be guarding the thing, although he didn't seem to be moving too fast at the moment. Punching it would not work since it was partially made out of obsidian. These zombies were fighting me, so I fought them back. But ultimately Herobrine caught up to me and hurt me. So then I rushed through a cave that I fell into, was partially blown up by a creeper, and started to run. I found a tree, so I decided to punch it, but then lava was beneath it. So I had to respawn, run through the forest all over again, but then I noticed that there is a stone structure I never noticed. There was a pressure plate inside of it, but it seems that it was one of Herobrine's fake traps. It was either fake or complete, actually. So I went through another forest that hopefully Herobrine did not trap. I built a pickaxe so I could then mine some stone. It was normal at first, but then a skeleton started shooting me, so I had to get out. This world was completely infested by Herobrine. The stone structure, though, seemed to be very good for mining, so I started destroying it. But on my way back, I found an unnatural structure, because there was this strange 2x2 tunnel with redstone torches inside of it. I did not do this. Herobrine must have done it, since Herobrine is known for doing these kind of things from what I hear. So then, I built another stone pickaxe because my other one has been destroyed. And, well, I figured that I needed to get some wood so I can build a chest. Because I knew that if this slag, which just reoccurred, would to come back, my game would crash in that, well, I'd lose out my stuff all over again, unless I put it in the chest. My game crashed again. Things got even crazier when I loaded it up again, though. More crazier. It was completely blown up where the spawn point was. The forest was still burning, obviously. The forest was burning. And I knew that I had to get back to my base in order to get all my tools that I saved from being destroyed by lag. There was a sign by Herobrine's totem saying, "No escape." Obviously, I knew how to escape, but Herobrine did not know about it at the time. I mean, yes, he did know I was trying to escape. So I went back to the stone structure. The stone structure seemed to have a sign inside of it too, and it was also repaired. Well, my game crashed after I blew up, so then I went through this dead forest again. Things are getting intense. There are now signs all over the place saying crazy things, especially stuff that goes directly against me. There were more, but I didn't mind really, because I knew how to get rid of them. There was an Enderman in the forest, but that Enderman had nothing to do, but this TNT pyramid I then found did. I figured that it's gonna take a while to blow up, so I might as well stand back and flip the lever. But your guess is as good as mine. My game crashed again from explosions. Then there was this letter I noticed that I didn't see before, along with this other sign. I was getting frustrated at this point, but not scared. I then went back to my shelter, but it's completely covered in lava, with a sign. The sign said "fool," but I was not a fool. I knew how to get back in, and from the looks of things, everything I placed inside the structure was still there. So I checked, and my furnace and crafting table were in there, along with my chest, with everything I had. So I then go around to see if I can find some iron, so I can eventually build a pickaxe, at least good enough to destroy Herobrine's totem. So I craft some torches and venture through the caves to find some iron. Without any luck, I found iron back at the cave that was completely destroyed earlier on. So I smelted and crafted a pickaxe. I now knew that it was time to go and face Herobrine myself. As I got back, everything was on fire as usual. Herobrine was there, but no matter how many times I tried to hit him, he wouldn't deal any damage. Herobrine was clearly invincible. That totem had truly given him his power. So then, I decided to run behind the totem and get on top of it, and then start mining. He clearly felt like he would have burned up in the lava around it, but he didn't. So I feel like it was kind of foolish of him. So I mined the obsidian very slowly, but steadily. Eventually, though, it broke. Herobrine's power was drained, and he was killed. So eventually I concluded, my world is safe. Well, maybe not from that skeleton who's over there, but clearly my world is now safe from Herobrine. The damage has been done, but no more damage will be caused at all anymore. Wait a minute. Though. Hold on for a second. You know what? I noticed something. He may be gone, but look, he's Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Herobrine is fake! Huh. I figured that would happen at some point. But who knew that that was actually the case? Well, that wraps up our conclusion for today. The story was completely faked, but I had nothing else worth doing to honor Herobrine's 10th anniversary. Well, everybody knew he was fake to begin with, though, so yeah. Goodbye.